10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium just outside of Washington, D.C. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in it.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's to Bowers once again. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quicker.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To the air again, Smith. Open man right side, Myers. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
That's good for 28 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Ready. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Set, ready.
Pitch. Ready.
On the ground, this is McNichols. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You look at this Raiders defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Mariota now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket,
he'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Gay's kick is good. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Second down and 6 now. Throwing now is Geno. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Geno going to hand it to Genty. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McNichols. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You look at this Raiders defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some last yardage plays.
And they'll get this right